Hello everybody. I was watching a horror film last night called Circus of the Vampires, or Vampire Circus. It had a circus and there were vampires in it. I can't remember which one, but there we go. But you know how it is. It's like, midnight. You've gone out and you've got the popcorn especially. You're relaxing on the old sofa. And then what happens? The internet cuts out. Apparently the whole mobile network for 3 in the UK went down last night about 12 midnight. I couldn't believe it. You haven't come here to listen about my problems with the mobile phone network. No, you've come here to hopefully listen to an update on my horror film, Nest of Vampires. So just to do that, last month for example we took just over £3,600 in contributions. Fantastic. We also took over £7,000 via my website through PayPal, which is www.blackcoppicefilms.com. There you go, go and check that out. This month on our crowdfunding page we've got just over £1,000, but strangely enough we haven't taken that much via PayPal this month. It's about £50 in total. So next month is going to be the Crunch crowdfunding campaign. And like I said in my last vlog, we've got several actors, producers coming on board. They're each putting just over £1,000 into the pot. Fantastic. And obviously the production company Black Coppice Films will also contribute as well. The budget for the entire production is £40,000. If we don't quite reach that, it's not a problem, because what I'll do, I'll have to scale back on some of the locations I've been looking at. Which is all part and parcel of being an independent filmmaker. You've got to be flexible, and you've got to come up with different solutions, right? So yeah, I was looking at some studios down in London, for example. Really good studios. I mean, they've got that's one of the issues I was going to talk about actually. Some of the studios that you can actually hire out, they don't have any like props there, like tables or beds or whatever. But this studio that I came across, it's got a bed, it's got a whole kitchen area, it's got an old-fashioned dining room area, in the Victorian area. So it's really beautiful, and I thought that would be absolutely perfect. But they're asking for just over £2,000 a week. So I mean, we can do that, but I've been looking at better, more cost-effective options as well. So I've been looking at village halls, for example, around the Warwickshire and Leicestershire area, and I've been looking at clubs that are for hire for the day, and there's some really good options out there actually. So if we do have to scale back on some of the more expensive locations, there's always other options out there that we can try. So looking forward to that. But yeah, going forward, super excited about the project. I think it's going to have to be January now when we start shooting the film. Like I said, I'm going to do November through to December. One big push in terms of the crowdfunding. And once we get all that under the belt and out of the way, then I think what I can do then is just pretty much set aside December to focus on locking down the locations, casting the rest of the actors, maybe look at bringing a few more crew members on board as well. Because at the moment we've got obviously a DOP, we've got a sound recordist, we've got a focus puller, continuity person, a couple of gaffers. That's sort of the bare minimum you'd need really. But we can also always bring on other people as well sort of going forward to make it a bit more streamlined, the whole process, and make sure we get everything spot on and perfect. But yeah, I was having to think about all the productions we could do going forward. I know I was speaking last time on the vlogs about actor producers and people coming on board. There's no limit really to what we can achieve. One of my favourite production companies I've been following is called the Mayhal Empire, and those boys, they're bringing in quite a bit of money every month. And what they do these, obviously they buy the scripts, and a lot of the stories involve like groups of soldiers, for example, coming up against demons, etc. It's all pretty cool. And a lot of the actors are actor producers, so if you're making a horror film, you've got loads of soldiers involved, for example, and there's no limit to how many people you can bring on board and how much investment you can get on board. It's a very clever way of doing it. And of course, the important thing as well, doing it that way, you stay completely independent. We could go down the, looking at grants, for example, from the local council and all that sort of stuff. But there's so much red tape involved, and it takes so long. I'd rather just continue doing what I'm doing, to be honest. And the more people we bring on board, more producers, etc. There's no limit to how much money we can raise eventually. Obviously, I'm still in my first 18 months of doing this. But, in a few years from now, there's no limit really. So yeah, just going for a quiet stroll at the moment, getting out of the office again. And I was thinking about the sort of horror films we could make. I mean, I've always wanted to make one set in a circus, like some of the old Hammer horror films, like the one I was talking about before, like the Vampire Circus. You could have so many different characters and so many different people involved. There's no limit to the amount you could raise with that sort of production if everyone chips in. All quite exciting. Because it all comes down to money, doesn't it, at the end, really? That's what it comes down to. But yeah, that's it, really. Just a little quick update on my adventures in the film world. Like I said, January is looking the time where we will start shooting the actual film now. It's always a long process. I mean, even with the short films, like She Summoned Him, The Curse of La Quintrala, and The Redemption of Harry Day, they all took about, from start to finish, about 4 or 5 months really, and they were only just under 10 minutes long. So with an 80-minute feature like we're doing with this, it is going to require a bit of patience, and that's fine, as long as we're on the right track and we know what we're doing, and we're all singing from the same hymn sheet, so to speak. It's not a problem. We'll keep going forward. We'll keep bringing on producers. So yeah, have a look at the crowdfunding page. I'll put that below. I'll also put the link to the IMDb page as well. So if you want to check us out, have a look at who's on board already in terms of the producers, actors, etc. Have a look at that. And yeah, contribute what you can, guys and girls. If you enjoy these little vlogs, then subscribe to my channel, Black Coppice Films. Please tell your friends and family about what we're doing here. We're building an independent horror filmmaking empire as we speak. That's the plan. And our first feature is called Nest of Vampires. We've got Frank Jakeman from Game of Thrones on board. We've got some other very talented actors already involved. We've got some great horror producers already joined as well. They've all invested. Fantastic. And together we all grow. We go forward and we grow together. And the plan is, with each production we just get bigger and bigger budgets. There's no reason why we can't replicate, like the Tyburns and the Amicus of this world. Eventually, not right now, but eventually we'll get there. We're at the very beginning. And as the years go by and more people join us and believe in the projects and believe in the films that we make, there's no reason why we can't become the next Tyburn or Amicus. So yeah, I'll leave the crowdfunding links below. Have a look at those. If you can contribute, if you're watching this, whatever you can do for us, 5, 20, 100, 150, fantastic. We've got about 10 days left, I think, on this crowdfunding campaign. We've taken just over £1,000 already, and about £50 via my website. So like I said, November is going to be the crunch time, because that's when a lot of the actor producers agree to chip in, significant amounts. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's quite a chilly day here in the UK actually, pretty cold. I'm all wrapped up nice and warm, and about to head back home, jump on the old internet. So yeah, if you enjoy these vlogs, subscribe to my channel, Black Coppice Films, and I'll see you all back on social media a bit later. Thank you for watching this, and as always, have a great day, and catch you all later. Bye.